What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Man, I was watching a debate the other day between, I don't know if he's a Christian pastor, but it was a pastor of a church and this Muslim brother, and they were debating about, is it okay for people to eat pork? Now, as most people know, one of the main identifiers about a Muslim is the fact that everybody knows Muslims don't eat pork. I think if you asked a person who had just the smallest amount of knowledge about Muslims, and they say, man, name me two things that you know about a Muslim, one of the top things they would say, well, they don't eat no pork. But what people don't understand, for that label to just be tagged on Muslims, what people don't understand how big a mistake that is. There are multiple scriptures in the Bible where spoken against, pork is spoken against by God Himself. It's condemned as forbidden, divinely forbidden flesh that we should not be eaten, that we should not be taken into our bodies, and it don't have nothing to do with you being a Muslim, because again, this is biblical. So when I watched the debate, it was interesting to watch the pastor debate his defense of why he's saying it's okay to eat pork. He was using the Bible to do so. Now, one thing about anybody having a conversation about anything scriptural, there's going to always be differences in debates based on interpretation. This person may have a scripture and this person may have the same scripture, and their interpretation of it may be totally different. So now we're arguing over what I think it means, and he's arguing over what he thinks it means. And now you have this clash. But there are certain scriptures in the Bible that are so clear cut when it speaks about God forbidding people to eat swine flesh. It's clear cut. So I don't know where the argument of interpretation will come. They even use the scripture, well, it's not what goes into a man's mouth that defiles him, and what comes out of it. Again, interpretation. I don't believe that scripture has anything to do with the literal and physical intake of a thing that people use for food. People wrongly use for food. So the man, the Muslim brother, he asked him, he asked the pastor, he said, well, do you eat pork? And oddly enough, the pastor said no. He said, no, he didn't eat pork. So the brother said, why? He said, I just don't like it. And while I'm not qualified to speak on another man's taste buds, I don't know, I can't say what that man like or what he don't like. But I found that kind of interesting that you don't eat it because you say you don't like it, but you are giving your flock the green light to consume it, to take it in. When the human body itself rejects swine flesh. And what do I mean when I say it rejects the swine flesh? The taste buds may not. It may be appealing because what we don't understand is that the way this world is set up, man, they can make anything taste good. They can make anything give the appearance of being actual food when it's really not. So, of course, they can dress it up. Man, they can make raccoon taste good. You can have some ground raccoon meat and put it in some hamburger helping, and people wouldn't even know the difference if the right person prepares it. So, of course, they can make it taste good, but once it enters the body, it starts doing what it do. And if you want to know what it do, it don't take but a little bit of research to find out what the pig does. How you become that pig once you start eating it on a regular basis. The body itself starts to deteriorate based around its consumption of swine flesh. So when you get sick, the first thing they'll take you off of, when you have certain ailments, the first thing they'll tell you, hey, well, lay off the pork. One of the first things they'll take you off of. Why? But we are so spooky still in 2025 that we are clinging on to that which is bad for us so hard that we will even say, well, man, I just pray over it. When I say my grace, I just pray over it. And while I'm 100% an advocate of thanking God for the food that He blesses us with, I try to make sure I pray over my food in thanks every time. And not to say that everything I eat is good, but even some of the things that we eat that may not be good, they're not divinely forbidden. It's a difference. Now, some people don't believe in that. They don't subscribe to that, which what I just said. But that's my reality, and it's actually the reality. But we can agree to disagree. But to believe that praying over poison will somehow change the chemical composition of it magically because you prayed over it, that's foolish. That's fairy tale. That's fantasy. It's delusion. Because you could pray over it for 500 years. It's going to still, well, maybe not 500 years. It's going to really be putrid by then. But it doesn't matter what prayer you say over it. It's going to still contain all of the poison and the toxin that is naturally embedded in that swine flesh. So I was surprised to hear a man who knows scripture so well defend a divinely forbidden animal being used as food. I found it surprising that he would do that, actually using the scripture, trying to use the scripture. That was shocking to me. And to encourage people to eat something that he don't even eat himself because he don't like it. All right, man, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and check your big brother out every day with these types of videos. And hit that like button. I'll catch y'all with another one. This your big brother K-Rino. Peace.